How the Secret Changed My Life by Rhonda Byrne. Day 2. Thank you all for listening this audio. Ask once and let it go. My husband and I decided to purchase a new home and leave our current home empty until it sold. It was a very big gamble given the crash of the real estate market, but we were feeling optimistic. However, after more than 20 open houses in 7 months with no offers. I am getting very discouraged and really stressed about having to carry two mortgages. I first learned about the secret while watching the Oprah Winfrey show. Shortly after that, I encouraged my husband to watch the movie with me on our computer. That was on a Friday. On Sunday, I had to go over to the empty house and clean out the garage. And at that point, I decided to use what I have learned by watching The Secret. I asked once for the sale of the house. I visualized a sale pending sign. I felt grateful and I let it go. As I was closing the garage and about to return to my car, I saw a gentleman picking up a flyer for the for sale sign on my lawn. The next day, my realtor called to let us know that we have three offers on the house. We chose escrow 45 days later. Firikia, Brentwood, California, United States. Ask, believe, and you will receive. Lifelong dreams of travel. For as long as I can remember, I have wanted to travel. In my opinion, there is no greater blessing than to see the world and experiencing everything the earth has to offer. I remember journaling about it when I was in high school, basically declaring that I was going to travel someday. I realize now that back then I was using the secret but just didn't know it. My first goal, however, was to finish college. Living during the recession in the USA was very spirit crushing and at that times very frustrating. I never would have guessed that I would be graduating college during the biggest economic crisis since the Great Depression. I had no money, I had student loans, and I couldn't find a job in my little college town to save my life. Either nobody was hiring, or my school schedule didn't fit with the job. I was starting to feel really discouraged. I had read The Secret and applied it to some things, but I don't think I really and truly believed in it with all my heart, so I decided to read it again. And this time it really hit home. I have 3.5 months before graduation to manifest traveling while the world around me screamed, you will never be able to travel. Even my parents, who are amazing and supportive people, told me, get those dreams of travel out of your head. It's going to happen for a long time. You have no money, and we aren't paying for it. At times, it was hard not to just give in and say, oh, they are right. Instead, I shook my head and decided to stop talking to them about it because they were being so negative. Meanwhile, I kept telling myself every single day, I am going to travel. I don't know how or when, but it will happen. I made a vision board and pictures of places I want to go. I journal every single night, listing everything in my life I was grateful for. Things I loved about people, things I loved about myself. I would write about how grateful I was to get an opportunity to see the world and what great things it will do for my soul. After weeks and weeks of journaling, it really helped me feel as if I already received it. I honestly believe with a full heart that it would happen for me. Then, about a month and a half into practicing this, I got an email from an old friend offering me a position in Italy, a cultural exchange to live with a family. The family then contacted me and offered to pay me to live there. I couldn't believe it. This opportunity literally fell into my lap. After that, I thought, okay, so once I am there, I will have money. Now I just need to figure it out how to get there. I kept telling myself I was going for sure. I just needed money for my plane ticket. A few weeks later, I graduated college, and lo behold, people started sending me graduation money. All the money added up to the exact amount I needed for my ticket. After that, I realized that I couldn't go all the way to Italy and see only Italy. I want to see a lot more of Europe. So I decided that I would spend my last month backpacking around. My friends and family were concerned, asking, how will you save that much money? Are you going to go alone? Who's going to go with you? But I kept insisting I will figuring it out when the time comes. I will have someone to travel with and I will save enough money. I just know it. So I booked my return ticket based on staying the extra month. And the very next day, my best friend who was living around another state called me to catch up. We haven't talked in a long time. When I told her about my plans to travel Europe, she simply said, I am going with you. I am booking my tickets now. See you in Rome. My entire trip was manifested through using the secret. It's a beautiful feeling to know that something so wonderful can happen to you just by changing your own thoughts. My trip was a life changing experience. I had more than enough money to do it, and by the end, I will have money left over. It, it really is true. Ask, believe, receive. It really does work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless to you all. Ashley S., Seattle, Washington, United States. Ask once, believe you have received, and all you have to do to receive is feel good. When you are feeling good, you are on the frequency of receiving. You are on the frequency of all good things coming to you, and you will receive what you have asked for. A fast way to get yourself on that frequency is to say, I am receiving now. I am receiving all the good in my life now. I am receiving 1 billion dirhams now. And I am receiving fill in the blank now. And feel it. Feel it as though you have received. That's what Ashley did with her journaling. And acting as if she had received made her both a believer and a receiver. Ask for something small. Most people can manifest the small things quickly. This is because they do not have any resistance around the small things, and because they don't think thoughts that contradicting them when it comes to the bigger things. However, people often emit thoughts of doubt or worry that contradict those bigger things. This is the only difference in terms of the time it takes for something to manifest. Nothing is big or small for the universe. The secret daily teachings. Finding a penny changed everything. After reading The Secret, I decided I will start with something small, like the man in the book who imagined the feather. I decided to imagine a penny and I made sure that the penny is my mind was special. My penny would be heads up when I found it, and it would be very shiny and new, and most importantly, it would be dated 1996. This is a very special year for me, and it's a very important that this be the year on the penny. I imagined this penny 4 days ago. I thought of it several times for the last few days. A few times I found myself scanning the ground in parking lots and on sidewalks, searching for the penny. I had to remind myself I did not need to look for the penny because it would find me. I am not sure if I thought of penny at all today. I have not seen any penny at all since I imagined this once. Tonight I went to the movies as I was leaving the theater. For some reason I glanced at the ground and there was a shiny penny. I immediately thought it was my penny, but I made sure it was head up before touching it. Sure enough, it was. I snatched it up and literally cried when I saw that it was 1996. I am so glad I decided to start small because that was needed to truly believe. Now I know I can do anything and have anything, and I just want to buy this book for everyone to know. Thank you so much. I truly am so grateful. Amanda, United States. It takes no time for the universe to manifest what you want. Any time delay your experience is due to your delay in getting to the place of your believing, knowing, and feeling that you already have it. It is an easy for the universe to manifest $1 as it is to manifest $1 million. And the only reason why one may come faster and the other may take longer is because you thought that $1 million was a lot of money and that $1 was not very much. When you think something really big, in effect, you are saying to the law of attraction, this is so big it's going to be difficult to achieve and it's probably going to take a real long time. And you will be right because whatever you think and feel is what you will receive. Therefore, starting with something small is very easy way to experience the law of attraction working for you. Once you have seen it at work, any doubts you might have had will disappear. Something small. I first heard about the secret through a friend. She kept telling me that everything that happened in my life was because of the secret. I kept thinking, what the heck is the secret? She wouldn't tell me. All she said was, if I told you, it would be a secret. So I just kind of shrugged it off and thought nothing of it. A few months later, my cousin from Canada visited me. In the course of conversation, we stumbled across the same topic, the secret. He kept telling me how the secret has changed his life and how many wonderful things had came his way by practicing it. By that time, I figured, okay, let me see what this secret hype is all about. Eventually, I ordered the DVD online and watched it. I thought, interesting. So, what can I do to see if this works? I figured I will start with something very simple, yet something I really wanted. I was my funny little way of trying to prove the secret was wrong. It may seem weird, but at that time I was really craving this little Chinese dumpling gold harco. I was living in mostly chaotic community where it was hard to find an authentic Chinese restaurant. But the secret said to visualize what I wanted. So I did also searched high and low to find Hargo. I didn't mention about anything the secret or about asking for those dumplings. I just kept thinking about if it for a good week or so, but nothing was materializing for me. Then one night before falling asleep, I told myself I eat this dish one way or another. I don't know how, but I will. The next morning I went to work having totally forgotten what I did said the night before. I started to do things I normally did at work, and then my co-worker came over and said, let's go into the kitchen. The other department had provided breakfast for everyone. I followed her in, and guess what I saw? My heart go. Haha. Who would have thought? It was so random, and nobody eats this for breakfast. Yet it was there. Once I truly believed it happened, I asked the girl who had bought it in why she got it for breakfast. And all she said was it was the only thing I opened near my house at 6 a.m. After that moment, I was a true believer in the secret. Lorraine R., California, United States. It's not usual for people to test the power of the secret by asking some for something small, just to see if it really works. In the next story, Jason Also decided to start with something really small, and he chose something so rare and specific that there could be no doubt if it manifested. I had stopped believing until I had been studying the law of attraction for a year before the secret was released. Has really worked for me, but I'm excited about the movie. When I received the movie, it was really inspiring. I watched it several times a week. I really enjoyed it. In one section, they say that to start, attract a cup of coffee to you. On the audiobook, they tell the story about a man attracting a feather to him to prove the law of attraction was real. I decided to prove myself the law of attraction was real. I wanted to do this by attracting something totally off the wall for me. I decided to on a red thimble. Every day I would write that in my goal book. I would picture it, close my eyes, look at my finger and imagine the red thimble was there. I even wrote an email to myself, every similar to what I was writing here, telling the story I would submit once I attract the red thimble. 2 weeks went by and nothing happened. In the movie, they said that you could attract a cup of coffee in a day, and the guy attracted the feather to himself in 2 days. It had been 2 weeks and I had nothing. Then one day in the improvisation class I was taking, we were doing a skit where people had to enter and exit on a certain word. The word I was given was timber. It was a great feeling, so I could feel it was a message from the universe saying, keep on doing it. It's on its way to you. I did, and for the next month, nothing happened. I got discouraged, frustrated, and forget about it. Obviously, the law of attraction did not work. Well, that's not what I believed. It did work, and I just did not know how to use it. 2.5 months, I couldn't even attract a tumble. I must not know what I'm doing. Then I went to a magician convention in Los Angeles. At that end of the conversation of our teacher asked us to sign his guest book and then reach inside his treasure chest and take out a little item he had used on the road. And the magician signed the book and came back. Look at the rock, he said. I am going to use it as my gratitude rock. Oh, you have seen the secret? I asked. He said he had, and then it hit me. My red thimble was in the treasure chest. Here was another sign. So I went over, signed the guest book, opened up the chest, and right on the top was a red thimble. I could not believe it. I searched through the entire box. Not the thimble is there. There was only one, and it was the red color. The color I had chosen. Now, just as I told myself when I was wishing for it. I carried that timber with me everywhere. It's in my pocket right now. Whenever I feel, I remind myself that my belief in the law of attraction is in that red temple. There is no way this was luck or a coincidence. It is because I created it. I don't know why it took so long for a little temple to, to come onto me. I don't know yet if I completely understand how to use the law of attraction. But every time I touch that red temple in my pocket, I am a believer. I was not a total believer, but now I am. The law of attraction is real. Jason, Michigan, USA. Once you have personally experienced the power of the secret and truly believe in the law of attraction, you will find that as you put its practices to work for you, everything in your life will change for the better. It will truly change your life. The secret. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.